The island looked smaller than what I first thought, though. Instead of a large landmass off in the distance, it appeared to be smaller and only about a mile away. I could even make out some far-off structure that just had to be man-made. Maybe it was a city. I could almost see what looked like a wall or something. I rubbed my eyes when they began to ache, and that was when I noticed my glasses were missing despite my perfect eagle-eye vision. Now I knew it was a dream. There's no way my shit vision was magically cured by a whack to the head. "Oh, wake up, Alex," I growled at myself. I clutched my hair and scrubbed my scalp in agitation. As cool as it was to discover I was in a dream, there were more interesting places my brain could have conjured. For example, an island with sexy naked babes would be at the top of my list. I considered my options. The bigger island was definitely only a mile out. 2 tops. I could swim there easily, but I glanced back at the solemn forest behind me. I could explore there for, well, I didn't know what, but it might be more interesting than just standing here on the shore, and probably a lot easier than a 30-minute swim. Would there be sharks and shit in my dream fantasy world? Fuck that. Forest it was. I stepped over a few boulders and pieces of scattered driftwood and made my way up the slope.
Fuck, asshat.
Then I stopped at the edge of the forest and craned my neck back. Up close, the trees seemed even more foreboding, and the bark of
Drive dumber, jackass!
tail bastards. However, they lacked the iconic black divots and marks common for those types of trees, and the leaves were also strange. Instead of round, green, and coin-like, they were long and feathery, like a willow's. They also came in a variety of colors: rich rubies, pale violets, and deep emeralds. They were beautiful, but something about them prevented me from going farther. It was the feeling I got the longer I stared into the dimness. There was no sound of life, no creatures snapping twigs, no buzzing insect wings. Leaves didn't even rustle or fall in the breeze. Things were still, as if time had just stopped. Or maybe, instead of stopped, it just completely ceased to exist. It was unnatural and wrong, so I backed up away from the trees. I guess I was going swimming then, so I marched down to the shore with renewed determination. I might as well let my delusional, concussed brain play out this weird acid trip. I stood on the edge of the water and shielded my eyes from the sun. I could absolutely swim that distance in an hour at most. I used to have low stamina, but the martial arts training I did 3 times a week was doing me favors these days, especially when Old Man Leary ordered me to reorganize his storage basement 3 different times this month.